You know what we cool people. Adam Ill, that's how said. With my humble host, the left and right to me is
Sick comes the governor.
Juan Bizzle.
Yeah, we record live, so we get better at that. It's getting better. You know what I'm saying? We have a special guest in the building, Jama from Peninsula Right.
That's right.
All right. We did an album review on this MC. And the album was called I'm Just Gonna Leave This Here, right? Late 23. Sorry about that. Yep, yeah. 23, I believe. And we gave it a good review. Dope MC. My personal favorite is the art of constructive lyricism. That's my personal favorite. Everybody has their Illmatic. That's my Illmatic when it comes to this brother. I listened to it today, and I was like, my personal opinion, all right? I don't want nobody butchering me for this or criticizing me or my DMs. They'll never leave a comment underneath the comment section on YouTube. They'll come all day and have a long conversation in the DMs, right? How can you say this? So, my personal opinion, due to the Drake situation and the Mighty Mos Def, I want to expound on that a little bit too. The Mighty Mos Def, I had to go back and listen to Black on Both Sides. And when I heard the art of constructive lyricism, I said, yo, this right here is Mighty Mos Def level. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That joke was nice. That was nice.
That was my first album.
Huh?
That was my first album.
Hey, bro, when I say that certain projects should be known, you know what I'm saying? Masses, that's one of them right there. You know what I'm saying? If any MC that's learning the art and the craft of this culture, especially from our region, need to pick that up. That joint. I love it.
Thank you.
That's the best I heard from you. You know what I'm saying? So can you tell us a little bit about yourself briefly before we go into this Killer Mike situation? Travis Scott going to temper tantrum behind the whole matter.
Well, I'm a hip hop artist from out of Baltimore. You know, I represent Maryland as a whole because I spent a lot of time out in Columbia, Maryland, in my early adulthood, my late teens, and that's pretty much where I learned most of my craft, and that's where I got most of my style from. I do represent Baltimore though because I grew up here. Yeah, I was an Army brat, so I did a lot of traveling in my early life. But yeah, I do like an alternative style of hip hop. You know, I like to present a lot of range. I like doing some boom bap, and I like doing a little turn up. You know, I put a little game into the music here and there. You know, try to keep everything grounded because I know the way I rap can be a little complex at times. So I try to bring things down to a more understandable place. And then
don't control. Don't dumb it down for them. Let them catch up. Let them catch up. It's their fault if they can't decipher none of this, bro. They got to go back to school. Like Travis got to go. I'm sorry, man. Go
ahead. I get what you're saying. But what I mean by that is I think that it's important for artists to embrace simplicity, especially if they're complex artists. If they're like not avant-garde, like what is that word they use when somebody like masters their instrument? Virtuoso. Like if you're a virtuoso artist, I think that you should also know how to embrace simplicity.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So yeah, and you know I do beats. I make beats too. So I mean that's pretty much it.
And that's another thing about the two projects I just mentioned. The one that we reviewed and the constructive lyricism project. That's another thing that caught my eye, the originality. You can hear influences, but you can also hear that you come with your own flavor when it comes down to production. And that I love, because you're allowing the listener to journey into your world. You know what I'm saying? It's like It's like they're
Yeah,
Dorothy and they went into Oz and they're in your universe.
Right.
So I appreciate that the
thank you.
lyricism, and I also want to state that and not to compare, but when you compare an artist, when you compare them to the greats, it's I don't want to say that it's a insult or not, but because we all know that you're you. And you're the best of you. You know what I'm saying? And no one can be you, and you can be no one else. But when I
Right.
hear a little bit, I can hear Lupe Fiasco. I can hear as far as the beats, Jay Dilla, and how you like to experiment and how your beat switches over, stuff like that. You don't need a listener born. You know, it's always something that they can break down and decipher. And if the album again, like reading some type of holy scripture. You know what I'm saying? So I like to
Yeah.
appreciate that too, man. It's that's a gem.
Yeah, I always like to make a song end differently from where it starts. Like I like the song to go somewhere. You know what I mean? So if it starts off kind of like hyped up, I want it to end chill or mellow. You know what I mean? I like it to have a build up to it. Or
Gotcha.
even a nice beat switch in there. I like doing those too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a-
and that's what I got from it. Exactly what I got from it. Girl, you want to expound on anything or
Yes,
move
it's
on?
like a journey. I see what you're saying. It's like you're taking people through a journey. That way they can actually yeah, like you just said earlier, just having that ability to kind of just give like a glimpse, like a snapshot of your mind. You know what I mean? That's hard to
Yeah,
do. And like say when you like everyday speech, right? Everyday talking. Oftentimes, not oftentimes, but there's a lot of times where you will see that your point is not exactly received the way that you see it. You know what I mean? You
right.
told it one way, but when you in music, you get the opportunity to really paint it the way you like. The same way like artists can do. You know what I mean? So that's
And
why.
also when it comes to art,
Mhm.
you could have the intent of making. I think we spoke on this too. You can have a certain intent on how you structure your album. You have a certain concept of how you want the public to see it, right? But just like art, it's three people in the room looking at one paint. They're all going to have different outlook of what they got from that paint. That's the beauty of art. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yep. So we're going to jump into Killer. Oh, I'm sorry. Where can they reach you at? And can they find your music? And so forth.
Well, the music is up on all the streaming sites. My name is spelled Jamma, and then that's Jammer, and then one Wun. And I'm on Instagram. You know, you put that in the search, like all my stuff will pretty much come up. Like if you Google me, like all my stuff will come up. And all the music is on the streaming sites for now. For now.
I heard about streaming sites. I heard some funny stuff about that, man.
There's two names though. I see two names, like this Jama one and then the Jama Star one.
Yeah, that's the proper spelling of my name is Jamma Star One, like to set everything apart from everybody else in case somebody else want to be named Jamma One.
Yeah,
I put that star in there.
that's what's up.
But yeah, it's JAMMAWUN.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We talk about the streaming service real quick, man. Me personally, I like to take it back to the Master P days, man, selling CDs out the trunk and getting a personal relationship with the customer, man.
That was
and
the
fan.
best era, yo. That was the best era.
The best. You can play your music, you play your album in the car, and people walk past. Who's that? Who's that? That's me. And
Right.
Act with
Right. The music had more value back then.
Exactly. When you're gonna go, so my son, before he was born, you can actually go to the store, purchase the record, the album, the tape, right?
Yeah.
It's more intimate. You remember those moments. So for just clicking on it, even the most dopest albums now these days, you listen to it once or twice, and then what you got next for me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it took out the what's the word I'm looking for? It took out the organic experience, the organic experience with music, man. And for me personally, man, if I go back in the time machine, if I was Marty McFly, I'll go and all the people, and I don't mean it.
Yo, one of my One of my all-time favorite smells is the brand new cassette tape smell. Y'all remember
What?
that?
I
I
Yes.
love that. I love the fragrance of a brand new cassette.
Yes.
Wow. I take it back further than that. Let's go back to like vinyl. Because my uncle, he was a DJ in the late 80s, right?
Uh-huh.
That little crackling sound.
Yeah.
Oh my God, when you put the needle to it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
You know what's funny?
Um,
It's that nostalgia. That's all coming right back. People are getting right back into vinyl again.
And it's good. It should be, because when we used to go out and buy our music, we actually felt like we had it, like it was ours.
Right.
You know, like
exactly.
you can't listen to it. Like you can play it in your Walkman or whatever, or in your car, but it's just not at your fingertips all the time like the music is in our phones. You know what I mean?
You weren't a true fan just because you knew the song that was on the radio. You need to know them album cuts.
Yeah, right. and it tells you in the back the credits and everything, like who was involved in the album. I mean, from the littlest thing where somebody did a needle drop, he gets credited. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like an intimate feeling. And not only that, it was like collecting a piece of art, right? Because if your homeboy didn't have that new tape up the street, he's like, yo, I know you got that common water for chocolate. You're like, yo, I can't let you hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
how it was with the DOC joint, right? My homeboy back in the day I grew up with, DOC came out. So I had it. Knocks on the door. He was playing in the house. So he begged me all week for it. I said, all right, man, all right. 2 days later, I'm trying to look for right. Those guys will fight over that. You know what I'm saying? They take the tape and it won't be turning. You know what I'm saying? Just those still feelings. It's a piece of art. You didn't want to just give it away. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let's get to this Killer Mike Travis Scott thing, man. Do you guys think that the Grammys got it right?
Money life no easy. Make money stay easy. Thank God we breathing. Many souls in the prison, but you don't know. Money life no easy. Make money stay easy. Thank God we breathing. Many souls.